This is Jemima Puddle Duck and I'd say Peter Rabbit, but I think the pink one is actually Flopsy, I believe her name is. But it's Peter Rabbit themed and I just adore how cute and pretty and dainty, I suppose you could say this cake was. It's a 6-inch round and about 7 inches tall. And then I've covered it in a baby pink fondant. Then I've decorated around the sides, as you can see, with I've just cut some strips of white fondant and used a wood impression mat to create the sort of nooks and crannies on the wood for the fence. And then I've just used my little modelling tool with a coned tip on it to create these I don't know their name, but these types of flowers. And then I've just used some leaf cutters to pop some leaves on there, a big blossom flower cutter, some butterflies. I've handmade some little fondant carrots. They're quite easy to do, but quite effective. Just roll your fondant out and then get your craft knife and just score some little lines in around, and they look fab. And then I've just used a little star cutter to cut out to make a little bit of greenery on top of the carrots. Here we have Flopsy. I followed a tutorial on YouTube of one of my most favourite cake makers. She does more modelling, Zoe's Fancy Cakes she's called, and her models are just out of this world. They are exceptional. So when I get a cake order and I see there's a model on it, the first thing I'll do is go and search Zoe to see if she's done a tutorial on it. If she hasn't, I panic a little, even though there's hundreds and hundreds of tutorials on YouTube. If Zoe hasn't got one out, I panic a little because I just love her modelling. It's just something else. And this duck, this Jemima Puddle Duck, again is Zoe's Fancy Cakes, and she's just so incredibly cute. Look at the little bonnet. They've both got little cocktail sticks through the bodies, because when you're modelling them they need the support. And then on top I just roughly cut out a bit of green fondant and done the little pebble effect with some brown fondant just to sort of frame her. So yeah, that's Peter Rabbit, or Flopsy Rabbit, and Jemima Puddle Duck from the Peter Rabbit stories. I've used my little letter impressors to impress the name. Lorena Rose, such a gorgeous name. And then I've painted with some edible dust and some rejuvenated spirit just in there very finely, because that writing is tiny, so you have to have a very, very, very steady hand for that. Oh, and also around the bottom, you can see around the bottom of the cake I've just mixed some greens and some yellows, just some gel food colouring, and just used sort of like a wider brush to paint on some grasses in the background, which gives a lovely effect. So there we are, Peter Rabbit, Jemima Puddle Duck, Flopsy, a gorgeous pink, girly, dainty, cute cake